Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Part 2 of my playthrough of this. Last time we spoke to the racist over here and the strikebreaker over here. But I don't think we didn't check out this shop or this trash can. +1 morale. Sounds useful. Fritasic. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Let's see. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine? What is this contraption? What could it be?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear
You need
machine?
a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so
Yeah, she shrugs awkwardly.
feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
It is a very mysterious machine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Oh, they are pretty cheap. +3 morale. This is the morale. I don't currently have more than 2 as my max morale, so I don't need more than 1 item for that, because if I do take 2 morale damage, I think do I just die if I take morale damage? I don't know. I know that if I lose health, I will die. But no, I think that would be useful so that we don't just drop dead if we mess something up. Yes.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Who is Saint Baptiste?
St. Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Oh, I
St.
see.
Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history, as far as almost anyone knows, at least.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Like a relaxant, or... Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health.
Thank you, tutorial agent. I can read.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad. Say nothing, just take it in. It's not a good place for a recovering addict. Are we really a recovering addict, or are we just an addict? And just take it
The
in.
beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Wow, thank you. Very straightforward. Tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Do tell me what consuming this stuff does to my body.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stat.
Okay,
Use
yeah.
medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the...
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. 30 real for pale aged vodka, and I almost have 2 real. I think these are a bit over my pay grade currently. Oh, is there something here?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
I'm not going to fail at stealing a raincoat. I'm just going to ask what it is. Oh, it gives you +1 endurance.
What is what? It's a raincoat.
Oh,
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
but that is cheap. I almost have half of it.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Yeah, just leave. We don't need one, and I don't want to steal one. Nothing regarding the... Did we actually talk to her though? Or did we just look at the alcohol above her? I don't think I actually talked with her.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
And what magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
Or two
It's got,
girls
like,
kissing.
Famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. About the girls kissing. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature? I'm not even interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. Stupid famous people. I do approve of this, yes.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods.
Very
Her shoulders tense. She shuffles back only slightly. Bewilderment and repulsion root her in place.
Repulsion.
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic
Oh.
half smile.
Oh, I suppose that wasn't a joke.
You mean this?
Let's ask more
This is
about it.
Pop.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode.
Stupid famous
Yeah.
people.
They're kind of boring, but you know.
Yeah, I know. Before we go on, what is this fritte?
I don't know. Frit?
What is it?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
But why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already
Vredefort.
taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Ah, of course. Nonsense. I have some question for you.
Okay.
And can you
I'm
tell
not
me?
really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for your
Uh-huh.
help. I don't think she knows anything. You're in with the investigation. Might be something to do with this union business here. It says Gruich. G-R-I-H.
Scab?
Ask a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab? Yes, I'm a scab. Pure and downtrodden. Right to work. No, I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. What exactly is...
A kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Not. Have you tried talking to them? Is it better than begging? I mean, it's desperate either way. Have you tried talking
We've
to them?
explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Yeah, I talked with him earlier. I'm not a...
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure it will never get solved. Very specific 91%. I have no idea what I'm doing. Or maybe you'd want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
That is exactly what someone who did commit a murder would say.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
No, it is the truth. Okay. I need to know what's behind the gates. I'm
My
exploring.
friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple.
Aye.
Just talking.
Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Head measurer, I think.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremacist there.
Big
Walk
guy.
right past him,
Right?
press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again.
Okay.
You enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation,
Oh yeah, I could try that.
or you
2.5
could convert to a
meters.
Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
I don't think I can just best him in the free marketplace of ideas. Has anyone ever actually bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, he does look like it. Has any of the scabs tried converting his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Okay, I got it.
Sure,
What is the strike about anyway?
you know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Okay, so maybe if I come back to him later. Thank you. Let's go see what's up with this Semanese supremacist guy. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking. the door kicking, or door kicking this one. Okay. So I suppose that's the door to the harbor then. Measure Hicks makes all men quiver. The Greater Ravachol Industrial Harbor. No one will get past you. Oh yes, our groupies.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
You measure hits, babe. Size him up first. Yeah.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He
Must
lets
be
you look.
frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Okay, good to know. Buff out your chest, still say nothing. I don't think we are buffing out our chest. Not really into getting beaten up by this guy, given that we only have 2 health. My body is unimportant. I'm with police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Is it really that bad?
It's not good.
Oh,
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
that's harsh. You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What is ham sandwich race?
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Yeah. But racists over there. Yeah, just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours.
Yeah, I mean, you'd
It
keep telling
saddens
yourself that.
me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics,
Oh, yeah.
electricité, and powerful weapons of war like
All the
missiles
hits.
and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I like how you can see Measurehead behind her in the portrait.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
I need you to let me. Yeah, you're. Well, I don't think. I need you to move about 20 centimeters.
It
back.
is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
No, this is going nowhere. Okay. Not getting into the harbor that way. Unless we find our gun. I don't think we'd be threatening this guy still. He would probably just block a bullet with his abs anyway. Did we ever see what's happening here?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Yeah, look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings. stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Like a white supremacist guy.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Yeah, that's it.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Yeah.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Okay.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
I see. I see. He'd really get along with Measurehead. Seems like the two have very interlocking worldviews. I don't think there's anything in the air. We could go back in the Whirling in Rags and talk to the cafeteria manager about his relationship with Sylvie. Let's see what the body is about first. Let's just go here too, and there is someone there, but let's see here first.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, that's a lot of companies.
An off-key melody starts playing
Oh,
after you
I
ring
don't
the
want to
doorbell.
ring.
Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Who is Kuno? This is the police.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
Okay, okay.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Main hall, building B, Whirling in Rags. Oh, that will be there, so there's no point. Unless I can talk
Nothing
with...
happens after you ring the doorbell.
Yeah,
They don't want to talk to you.
I see. Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Okay. Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
I'm crawling back into your life. Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
Michelle.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Tell me what's going on.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Oh, hello?
She doesn't answer.
What's so nice forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, it's a good
You
idea.
press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Volition.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Okay.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
I see. I don't think any of these are letting me in.
Silence. No one. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Went for our
You
window.
ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Odd. Emma's fashion atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Andrew Orlando's
You
hair.
ring the
See.
doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Artemides boxing for young athletes.
All you
and
hear
gym.
is static, but no one answers the call.
Okay. That went nowhere.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Reconstruct the movement.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I looking
Cop
at this?
habit. You look at everything.
That's true.
This isn't case related, you think.
I think it might be case related. Did we get a... Yeah, we did get a new skill point. We could put that into the visual calculus. Which is here. Reconstruct crime scenes. Yeah. Or we could do more perception. Or hand-eye coordination. Motoric space for learned skill, bonus from items, bonus from thoughts. Sniff under the nose, stun with immense panache. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. We did check this all the last time, but I think visual calculus is actually very useful, probably for a cop. Right.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Okay, let's try it again.
No, these tracks
No.
are not interesting
That
at
was
all. Let
72%.
the street sweeper just sweep them away.
No luck. Okay. So yeah, this is the crime scene definitely. There's a kid throwing rocks at the body, as kids do. Smelled like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. Human being decomposes.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by
Oh,
work
yeah.
boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
And what kind of
Heavy
boots?
workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Workers' foot tracks.
Noted.
Get an exact count. Visual calculus. Oh, that would help.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Okay, go over at them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46?
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Bit lighter than smaller than the other ones.
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an
Could
adolescent.
have been.
The gate is undeveloped.
No, I don't think we need the ego, but I am pretty good
You're
at
not
this.
bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
I count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Oh, that could be the measurehead guy.
8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
400 million. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
A light step.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Someone carrying the body.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over. Yes. Could have been well, I don't think it could have been an extremely obese person.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to walk. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious. Maybe the victim was already dead. Can't rule these out. Our reading of these prints could be wrong. Could be, but maybe the victim
Even
wasn't
easier
conscious.
to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
True, true. An operation. One cell is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
No, I think that's a joke.
A drummer only uses the right foot for the kick drum. You're right, it's stupid.
No,
Perhaps
no.
it could be a driver. A driver would wear the right shoe before the left.
Oh.
The accelerator is on the right.
Yes, that is actually very good. Very good idea. Not at all.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
See, keep our eyes. Yeah, yes. Yes, prudent. How old do you think these tracks are? Well, I mean, if the body was put up here a week ago, I don't think a lot of people would be marching around here since then.
A week, maybe?
Yeah, a week.
7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I called last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Yeah, we really should have gotten to this earlier. It would be much easier. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Looks pretty beaten up too.
Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what
The
happened here.
lieutenant's eyes narrow.
But I don't.
He's thinking to himself.
I don't think we want to be too conclusive.
Either
here.
way. What else?
We've been through all of it. This kid, I don't think he saw anything.
Kuno's got this.
Kuno.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
Oh
He's
no.
almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Oh, a Finnish kid. In a post-apocalypse. Yeah. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
Oh,
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his
that
body.
is so... Stop using slurs at my crime scene. I don't think he will much respect my authority, but
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
I see.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
You choose
I
one
mean
now?
drugs. The kid's on
Oh.
drugs.
I see.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
Kuno West.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Nah, Kim.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Angry little
You will
children.
see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Gremlins. You wanna hang out? I'm not a narc. With siblings?
Fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're
No,
fucking
I'm
each other.
asking if your siblings. I have a few questions
Alright,
for you.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
And the body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Do you know how he was?
Kuno's fuck imp.
No.
Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's
He doesn't
trying
know.
to hide the
Yeah.
fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all.
I see.
Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
That's fair, that's fair. Respectable.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol.
Uh-huh.
Kuno wasn't regional.
Where were
I
you?
don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere.
Yeah.
That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
But you weren't here.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City, Rage City, the City of Rage. That's it, and it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Have you seen anyone
Just a couple
suspicious
of
around?
pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Oh. Oh no. Wasn't even bleeped out.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it? You're testing.
Get lost.
About the crime scene. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
To distance yourself from the situation. Interesting.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying.
Okay.
Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch
Okay.
out, Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno head!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Doing
Everybody,
anything.
please! He's
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
pigs in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Full blast now. The wind carries the message far and
How
wide.
did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
What is this sick charade?
No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
I see. It's a bad idea.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look.
I know.
The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Can you read my mind, Kuno? How do I get?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking.
Okay,
I'm
he has some
gonna fuck that
experience.
Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Yeah, we can
Bitch,
just
you're
leave.
gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Yeah, I know what a peepo is. Nice peepo.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
I have some questions about
Okay.
the crime scene.
Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Legendary empathy to figure out what's going on with this kid.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? What's going on in Rage City?
No! You told him about it and now he knows your name!
The city is not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit. Kuno's king. He rules here. Fuck did you want?
Explain himself? As if explaining some kind of work? Some kind of avant-garde work way ahead of its time?
It's all very complex for a discussion with a kid. I'm intrigued.
You must get to the bottom of this one of these days. Sadly, it's unlikely to happen today.
The kids often plays in the yard.
Right, Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I might have questions about it later.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, I'm not.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. Thank you, Kuno. And Kuno S. Leave the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Okay, let go of your nose without throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Okay, try to not vomit on the crime scene. Kim is holding it together though. Maybe the hangover is making it worse.
It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out. Burst by until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thank you.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay. You think ammonia
you
would
can
help?
handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you.
I can't handle the headache.
Okay.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Okay, where do we get the ammonia?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Yeah. Let's go see the gardener. If she has anything for me. Or if I double click, I run. That's nice.
Hello again, officer.
Do you still have
How
your
are
salts?
things?
I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. These are the tools from Kim's car. Okay. So I don't think I'm actually using the ammonia. Just modifies the check.
There he still is, looking right through you
It's
with
just
his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated.
It's
to
5%
the
higher.
smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse.
Oh.
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Oh god, that's awful. Oof. We didn't
Are
say
you
nothing.
okay, officer?
Everything
You're
passed.
facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Why can I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell.
Yeah.
Every
thank you,
Monday
Kim.
is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
He does have full points in the empathy.
Then drive to
department.
the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You
I
seem to
think
be
I've
fine.
lost my sense of smell.
I think he's
A
being...
white lie.
Yeah, he's being... Yeah.
Not being hungover helps too.
Can we do something else? So something else now. I don't think he
No.
can do it without me.
This is a
Yeah.
two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Thought cabinet. Inside this mode. Volumetric shit compressor. Temporary research bonus, none. Research time, 30 minutes. Your shit is apart. And it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to the people. Maybe that will help. Okay, let's internalize this. Stop internalizing. I don't think I will stop internalizing it right now. Okay. Let's see what else is in the yard in the meanwhile. 12:37, so 107 should be fine. Let's take that and magnesium. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Okay, what's this? Oh, I can't reach there.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Now, why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Interesting.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
And let's... A dark tool shed. Empty tube of magnesolum, magnesium supplement. A silver plate with rays of bone yellow powder. Oh, it's...
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I was thinking about justice.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective.
Uh-huh.
However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be having that. Get out of the way or get fucked up. You're the pig's head. It looks mummified. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. What is that? Oh. I'm moving by myself, not interrupting it. Oh, maneuvering all the way up here, up to the roof. I see, I see.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
It's a cop's
Yes,
cloak.
it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Thanks for putting it kindly.
You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
17, I don't think I'm gonna make that jump. Savoir-faire. Should put points into that. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
No, it's an interesting little aside. Do you really think the cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
Cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What exactly are we doing?
What are we
here?
doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention.
Oh.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
I was just exploring, but... Well, since you brought it up... I don't think... We have 2 health and we have a healing item, so... Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be a disaster. Oh. Oh. Oh, we didn't...
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here. You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Ooh.
Hey! What happened?
I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it
I
right
understand.
now.
We can always come back when you are feeling better.
Yeah.
It's just a cloak after all.
True. Yeah, not right now. Thank you, Kim. Only 1 morale damage, but much better than I expected. Morale. Because I'm worth it. And let's see this box here. Oh, no support. Body. Asthma medicine. This one not here. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Oh, don't collapse on me, please. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Okay, I think that is all we have to see over here. Not going up there right now. Need more savoir-faire. Oh no, it's still 20 minutes. 20 more minutes to having the shit together. did we investigate these yet? Oh, kid's ladder. Still climbable. Don't think so. Doesn't look very stable.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Oh, I'm
The
looking.
body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Oh, I don't think that
He
guy
might
likes me
also
much.
have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
First time, jam the tool under the lid and pull. Leave. Do we have the tools? Pry bar. Do we? Yeah, we need to equip. That's good.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Let's try it.
Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
What the fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Okay. Good point. Yeah, let's put the right bar back. And maybe we can complete the very uncomfortable left side quest as well. I really need to stay out of women's personal lives. Really not working out well. Okay. Peoples in general.
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish? You do understand you still owe me money, right?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
I don't get anything for it.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
So we're cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
Trash container.
Mine?
Yours.
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what the feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Does it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the
Callous?
pool?
What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
So interesting, the narration said 9-day government, but the text says 11-day government. Yum, tell me
He
more.
killed himself.
Maybe I am Krasmazov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
What if I am Krasmazov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay, so I talked to Sylvie.
God.
Wink.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it
Oh,
on him.
that is an awful thing to say, but I don't want to lay that on him. Don't have anything else like a back button, for example.
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
All of these options are awful. Why did I do this? The expression I'm making, it's not helping. Okay, we should like... At this point, we should just go hard on it. To really go down the possessionist route.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
You don't want to know it. Yeah, she said that she likes the carousel very much. So fun. Typical carousel of cocks going merrily around. That was roughly it. You don't want to
The
know.
man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
I'm sorry.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Maybe I broke it. Maybe I broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
I'm sorry,
And
God.
there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
I don't think we fixed anything here, Empathy.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have
But
one?
you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't
South,
really
maybe.
know, do you?
I don't. Vague
A
blackened
vague
image.
blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow? The exact street, exact number on the
You
building.
can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay, can I do that right now? Or can I only... internalize lonesome long way home? Should be done by the evening. And we should be right about done with the shit compressing. Ah. Commodore Reg. +1 physique. +1 physical instrument. No, I'm sorry, God. I'm going to pay. I'm going to find me some 96 real out of nowhere. Don't think I'm going to find 96 real anywhere. I'm going to get you the money, guard. I'm so sorry for everything. I am so sorry. No, I don't think there's anything here. You can probably hear my clicking. It's fine. It's just a way of things. There are bottles inside. But this music is so good. So good. This game is so good. So beautiful too. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Oh, those are 3 things that I like. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Ooh, another thing that I like. Book is about, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something I might like. You don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. That's things. Book about culture promotes freedom and roaming upstream. I don't think that's me. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Uh-huh.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Young girl with chubby red cheeks swears at you. Her nose also red from the cold. I am the law.
I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind
It's
of
a
story is
bookstore,
this?
sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I do like books.
Whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Don't be ridiculous.
You're
I know all
fooling
these
nobody.
things. Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Is it okay if I
Okay,
ask
sir.
you some questions?
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope
What
that
is-
my name is
what
Annette,
is your
sir.
name? Oh, sorry.
My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Such a good trooper you are, already learning the way of hard work. The value of hard work. Could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Shouldn't you be at school, though?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school more important
Mum
than
says
this?
it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
I don't think your mother sounds too.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
How is
Mum
business
says it's
going?
peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
Okay. I think it's just the regular trading and selling things people, child. It doesn't work out for most people. They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
I need to know what crime is. Why would anyone want to read about crime? Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Oh yeah, she gets it. I'm a policeman, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
What does that cop look
Didn't
like?
mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Well, my co-workers would disagree with you. You know nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture that's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's your mind. Maybe I am as good as...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Quicksilver mind. This Mullen guy looks like he needs 4 hours just to come up with a single idea. Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you gotta be the kid. You don't gotta be... Oh, you gotta be the kid.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Oh, thank
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, very good. I'm going to deduce something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands
What
folded?
do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
Oh, you bite your nails.
You knew this from me keeping my hands folded.
There were a few other hints.
That proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She's not impressed. Want more? I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's
Maybe
putting on
so,
you.
sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace
It
deduction.
was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about
You're
me.
quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
And I'm also sad and my head hurts. Wait, how do you know I'm usually... Well, she has probably seen me, and I'm having a grand
I sure
time.
hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow. There's something you're missing.
What are you? What am I missing
You have
here?
absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
I have probably talked to this kid before. No, I definitely have. She knew that I was the law. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I don't think that's too unjust.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
But what if it is written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is
That's
poor?
really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring.
I guess, yes. People in books are always very interesting, especially the romance people.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes they break up for a little while, but then they always get back together.
That's enough romance for
Maybe
me. I didn't
some
have
about
other
other
questions. Who are these famous
Oh,
people?
kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't seem to make readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Yeah, you got me there. Famous for vain people. Have better things to do.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye. See you around the net. She's nice.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Oh. See.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Okay, so now I think I can go investigate the body. I think I'll do that right after I have a talk with this girl's mother about maybe not abusing her or making her work. But yeah, it's getting... Let's see real quick how long we've been recording. Oh, it's almost the same time as last time. If we can get it to the nice round number again, that would be nice.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It would forge ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting a common enemy.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space. Fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along. So, one has to...
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
Damn, you're right. What kind of business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me, I don't even know why I said that. I have some professionalism that doesn't not represent my values.
Exactly. In this kind of business relationship, I could come and critique your work any time. I could demand things from you, limiting your creative freedom.
We wouldn't want that.
Yeah. So you're the owner of the store.
The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Yeah. I talked to her before on the doorbell. I recognized. She complained about Kuno and I can see why.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of
Wonderful.
course.
Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
At 10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
It is a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
It depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is 2 felonies, child labor and slavery.
Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Yeah, okay, the way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. And all this pressure has made her really anxious.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit.
I don't
get over it.
I don't think
Anxiety
she
is a part of
can.
life. She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
This woman is a piece of
Come
work.
on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
That is true, and obvious the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter. Actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. What you're doing is wrong, even I know that, and I usually don't know
She
anything.
stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Of course, yes. This
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you've got a good kid.
She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
Okay. Alright.
The woman looks aloof.
Her
Her features
now.
much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
You don't need to see her silhouette, you can just check her out on the chair over there. Farewell for now.
Hey. Psst.
Look around.
Psst. Hey, you.
Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
I don't know. No? Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket,
Yeah.
literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs.
That
kind of stuff.
That does sound like
Funky
me.
style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What is the communism
Failure.
about?
It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Let's get to it.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Okay. I think that's about it for this episode of, well, this part of Disco Elysium, and it is really building up to be a fantastic game. I'm really having a good time. The writing is impeccable, the characters are fun and memorable, and now I'm also a communist, which is just the way of the world these days. So, with all that in mind, if you gotten this far, thank you for watching. We will pick up this next time. We will probably check with the kid again and then get back to the body that we now have our shit compressed for. So, Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.